Yeah, we're not in the club, but we're right next to it. Me and my crew, we are Country Club adjacent. Country Club adjacent. Country Club adjacent, baby. Country Club adjacent. Country Club adjacent, baby.
Welcome.
What a fucking podcast we got today.
I don't even know how to start this one off, to be honest. It's
not that hard to start off. It's me,
Yeah.
you, baby, the Stotts and Marks show.
Starts and Marts.
Yeah.
Ooh, starts and Marts.
Yeah.
Huge news that I'm sure you guys already saw that Grant and Micah left Good.
Yes, they did.
Which is, that's their decision and everything.
100%.
But it's just crazy how every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Because we were just informed last night. Get a text from Jake, who is currently in Chile with Griff, that they have been invited to join the Good crew, and have chosen to leave Country Club adjacent.
Accept the offer.
They accepted the offer to become good golfers, and
good golfer Jake Adams and good golfer Griff Pippin now. And it's now Starts and March show over here at Country Club adjacent.
So, I'm sure people are upset, but probably not that upset.
I'm sure people saw this coming.
But I feel like most people would have thought that it would have been you or I that would be leaving, not necessarily to go to good, but to drop out because they were the golf guys.
Well, yeah, and especially with Jake having all the equity in this company.
Yep.
No one would have thought that like Jake would leave this to go to good.
Yeah.
But I think if you seen our last couple videos, you saw the writing was on the table.
Yeah.
Me and Jake going back and forth, yelling at each other.
Yeah.
And then all the equity talks.
And Griff, Griff is a great golfer. So I understand, him deciding to drop off because or not drop off, but leave to go somewhere where there's better golfers because we don't push him. We're not.
No, we're not pushing him enough.
Yeah.
Where like he thinks, because I think Griff still thinks that he could like.
He could buy .com tour.
Yeah, make a tour.
Yeah.
And I know that he wants to surround himself with that quality of.
Yep.
White, and like I think that.
Plus, he's closer to Bryson.
He's closer to Brett. Oh, he's like, they're going to be next door now. Yeah, they're going to be neighbors now.
Bryson is an ipso facto good golfer. So, I mean, it really sucks. Those are our friends. They're our colleagues.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Not my friends anymore.
Fair enough.
I think it's bullshit. I think the equity play that Jake did was crazy.
Yeah.
Because what Jake did was he basically has equity in this company
still,
and then good offered an equity swap.
Yep.
With him, so basically he now has equity in Country Club adjacent,
which is crazy.
Yeah,
because clearly from watching Grant's side of the story, what
a beautiful video he put out.
Oh, I mean, literally talking from the heart.
Because like there is two sides to every story.
Yeah, of course.
And you got to hear both sides.
You got to hear before you make any kind of judgment.
Yeah.
And so...
And loyalty is a big factor.
Always, that's, when you're in a group, that's number 1 or 2, at least.
I'm loyal to the soil.
Same. Wow, I've never heard that.
I'm loyal to the soil that I got my equity in.
That you sowed your seed?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That my plants were grown out of. That's what I'm loyal to.
Absolutely. And so after watching his video, it sounded, he said they gave him a great offer, and there's just some things that he was not willing to compromise on. What that sounds, this mic is cutting out. There we go. Every time you move anything on this table, this mic cuts out.
Okay, I'll try to keep still then.
Keep still. I hate that
I'll try not to move. Like
yeah,
Jake
let's
Griff,
just fucking.
I'll try to stay loyal.
Ooh, stay in the same spot. Anyways, it sounded like they gave him a great offer. What I don't see, it doesn't seem like Garrett is giving up equity, and perhaps that's why he's left. So that's why Grant left, which is wild. Then that Jake was able to finesse
Equity.
in a company that he didn't even sow his seed. Like,
But here's the thing: Grant only has the teeth. Jake has the nose,
oh,
and you can.
no, Garrett. Are you talking about Grant's teeth?
I'm talking about Grant's teeth.
Okay.
So Grant probably doesn't have equity, is what it seems like to me.
Yeah.
It says work for.
Yeah, work for. Yeah.
And I'll tell you this: you'll never catch me ever saying work for.
Nope.
Country Club adjacent.
Nope.
No.
But that to me was
I
like,
may work for them, but I don't work for them.
ooh.
You know, I may.
Ooh.
How about this?
Tell us.
I may work for me and us,
Yep,
but I'll never work for them.
that's fair.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Country Club adjacent
They, them.
is not a they
Nope.
them.
Nope.
It's
nope.
a us.
It's a us. I us.
I us we.
Yeah, I us we.
It's not they them. It's not I work for them.
No, I work for me, us,
Yeah.
I, we.
What upsets me is Jake now double dipping
Yes.
in equity.
Yes.
You know.
For
So how you gonna be a part of Good and Country Club adjacent?
Yep.
You double dipping, and what I've heard
what did you hear?
that he's trying to possibly do like a 3-way thing.
With whom? No, don't say it. 3, 2, 1. Bob does sports. Holy
he
fuck.
possibly could be going into like a 3-way triple
Dude,
equity thing.
If Jake goes into Bob does sports as also part of Good, also part of Country Club adjacent, ipso facto, I mean,
I don't know what-
he might finally be the leader that he wants to be
yeah.
if he's able to pull that off. All I'm saying is that this kind of sucks because I know we've built this audience as a golf podcast, and our two golf guys are going to a more golf centric, content group. So, like, I plan on continuing. I'm gonna
play golf?
No, I'm planning on continuing this podcast. I don't want to stop it, but I mean, maybe Mike's moving. Maybe it shifts from our golf backdrop and goes into something else. Like maybe it's just a regular podcast now,
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously you're gonna look at us and you're gonna be like, how the fuck is this a golf podcast now?
Yeah. And truth is, I think of all of the rest of our group, which was Jake Adams and Chris Pippen,
Yeah.
I think that they were the golf guys. They were the golf guys.
100% they were the golf guys.
Yep.
Because I personally, I like the game.
Me too.
I could take it or leave it.
Me too.
It's a great sport.
Me
I don't
too.
identify myself as a golfer,
Me too.
but I golf.
Me too.
You get what I'm saying?
Me too.
I'm golf by.
Me too.
It's not like I don't identify as like golf. Golf gets me hard,
Me too.
but other things get me hard too.
Me too. Yeah. No, I think everything you said I can relate to. On top of that, when we started this project in COVID 2020 America, there was nothing to do except golf.
Yeah.
And, for me, I was like, oh, I think it'd be great to be a part of this because this could ultimately lead to free golf, which is,
Yes.
I'm all about free golf.
Yes.
And free golf merchandise.
Yeah.
I just wanted free things. And it's, built up into, what is a beautiful, not quite career changing, but like different path that has led to some awesome moments. And
You know what? I'm just gonna say it, bro.
say it.
I'm just gonna say it.
Say it.
We're not allowed to stop this podcast.
No. We're not going to stop this podcast.
No,
That was never an option.
I'm gonna say it.
Say it.
I know
Say
that
it.
we're not supposed to talk about this.
Okay.
But
Oh.
we are contractually obligated
Mm-hmm.
to keep by Jake Adams
Yep.
to keep this podcast going as Country Club adjacent, as a golf podcast.
Yeah. It was
that's
in the contract.
We're in kind of like a forced thing where when Jake left with equity,
Yeah.
he also wrote into the contract that this is still a thing that we have to show up to
Yep.
for the next
For golf.
for the next year or two or so is I think what was on the terms. So
Yeah.
was it like net
It was
730?
36. It was 36 month.
Net 36
Next
months.
36 months
So we don't get paid unless we continue this contract
as golf.
as golf for 36 more months.
So, you know,
So we got to think.
we just have to figure out a way to speak to a more golf based audience than we would normally speak to. Like that's where Griff and Jake, that's who they spoke to. You know, Griff was on here always talking about the lie and loft of his
lie angles, his loft, his
shaft stiff, like
yeah.
the hosel that he used. Like he's very technical in what he talks about.
And here's the thing about Griff is he's
Yeah.
technical, but I don't think he understands.
No, he absolutely does not.
You know, like
Yeah, he's like, what they're saying is the shaft needs to be stiffer, and so that is going to help me whip the ball. Like, stiff and whip doesn't go together, dude.
And Jake just cares about the numbers.
Jake is just a numbers guy, and
He saw our YouTube game.
Yep.
Kind of like,
He's like, you know, it seems to be trending upward, but
yeah,
I want something that's already upward.
yeah.
So, you know, I mean, fair weather fan is straight up is what that
Yeah.
is. That's a prime example of that. So it's just like me and Mart are now going to have to take over the Live Golf relationship. Me and Mart are now going to have to take over, you know, sponsorship and endorsements. And, you know, I know we can do it, but it's just, it's interesting to have to go it alone now after, you know, we've spent these last 2 years with these guys who now jump ship just to be around
Better looking white guys.
better looking, more wealthy white guys.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
They-
So
I think their parents' tax brackets, the good guys. I think
way better.
I think that
way
played
higher.
a big factor
100%, dude.
in Jake leaving.
Well, you look at most people in Hollywood,
mm-hmm.
They are users, and what more could they use us for? You know?
Do you think that we got used
I think we got used
for like our comedic aspect?
comedic aspect. You know, I have my own following.
Oh yeah, you have a big following.
I got a platform, and
you have
so
a big platform.
it's like what could have been like looking back at this, what clues could we have seen to let us know that we were being used? And so now these two guys who started this with us jump ship, and now they're going to another group of guys who have, you know, seemingly more clout or whatever in the golf world, and that's the space they want to be in.
Golf clout chasers.
Golf clout chasers. And so it's like they go over there. What are they going to do? They're just going to get their asses beat every single match.
Well, we wish him well.
Yeah, of course, but
We
like
wish
this
him
is
well,
this
but
what
like, I don't want to see top. I watch good golf to see good golf.
good golf.
I don't want to see top golf.
No, and we
top
know
bottom golf.
Imagine
you got Jake top Adams.
Oh my God.
And then you got Griff bottom Pippen.
Dude.
That's not what I don't want to see that. You
Okay,
know?
first off, I guarantee you in their first video together, I guarantee you first tee Jake tops it in front of all them.
100%.
Because he's so nervous.
In front of 400,000 views.
He's built this up in his head. He's like, holy shit, there's going to be a lot of eyeballs on me for once.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
And he's going to top it. And then Griff is going to switch he's going to keep doing this, switching his putter as a bit over there.
Yeah, and they're not, the good guys aren't going to like that.
No, they're going to get annoyed,
They're
dude.
going to get annoyed at that.
Jake
dude.
is going to say something mean to Garrett, who apparently just got engaged. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Garrett. on
You know,
the
he's
engagement.
looking to start a family soon. Jake's going to cross the line. I already know it.
Yeah,
I
he's
already
gonna
can
cross
see
the
it
line.
happening.
Griff's going to get caught selling like good stuff on eBay.
Yep.
'Cause
Oh my God.
That was a big factor in him leaving. Is me and Stotts caught him selling our clubs that we lent him on eBay.
Yeah, literally. Well, I gave him my lucky wedge.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
didn't-
lent him my lucky putter,
Okay.
and he sold that on eBay.
That without telling you?
Didn't tell
Did
me.
he even offer you like a
Didn't give me any offering.
See,
I caught the listing on OfferUp,
you caught it on OfferUp?
and then I tried to get it, and then he forwarded me to his eBay listing, and it was his eBay account.
See, this is the stuff that like I feel like I get left in the dark on, but then you hear it and you're like, oh, of course he did that.
Yeah,
Of course he fucking did that.
Violation.
Of your trust, of your friendship. What is this? What's he gonna do?
'Cause I'm getting worked up about it.
Shit,
I'm
no.
like sad.
I'm laughing. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I don't know why you're laughing.
I saw your mouth open, and it just made me laugh. Oh, Mark. Damn. See,
It's a violation.
and what I
It's a
didn't.
violation of like everything that you know. They said that we were gonna do this together,
Yeah.
and it's like now because I'm subscribed to Good Labs, Good Golf, and GM Golf, like I get to see my ex all the time.
That's and that's the thing. Like, I feel like Griff was like, I mean, Griff and Jake both served you as, you know,
They used
relationships.
Me, man.
Well,
They used me, man. They used me, man.
And I was gonna say, you know, you have your girlfriend, but it kind of felt like you had two other girlfriends. You know, Griff, you say something that he doesn't like. 2 days later, you get a text. Jake, you know, he I've seen the text conversations that you guys have had together. Him just like attacking you basically for no reason.
You know,
Yeah.
I thought we were all on good terms at this.
Well, I did too. And
You know?
like to
But
get
apparently we're on good terms.
well, they're on good terms. No, it's frustrating too because, you know, we are about to record the podcast. Yesterday we get this.
Yeah, break down the situation.
Let me break it down. So Jake decided to go to Mexico for a month, basically.
Which he does.
Yeah,
Which Jake worked very hard
worked
for this podcast.
Yep. Yeah.
And so he deserved to go on sabbaticals. And I know
Yes.
that's a part of his religion and his culture
yeah, absolutely.
was take sabbaticals on the Sabbath.
On the Sabbath, the sabbaticals is what he used to call them.
He used to call them sabbaticals.
Yep. Specifically, We Spa in Koreatown.
Yeah.
And if you don't know this, when you go there, there's dry saunas where you wear all your clothes and everything, and then there's the steam rooms and everything. Steam rooms are full nude.
Yes.
So
And so like we would get a text every Wednesday night, be like sabbatical time?
question mark,
Smiley.
smiley face.
But like it was like the winky smiley
Yes.
face. So it was like we knew he was serious. Like
Yep.
we had to be there. It was mandatory. And that was like, you know, I'm not a big like in the nude guy. I know Griff and Jake love to be in the nude,
Mm-hmm.
which is fine.
Yeah, I'm
You know?
fine with it. I just normally don't. I'm
Mhm.
like, whatever. Okay.
Especially discussing like numbers and content
Yeah.
ideas. It's hard to be in the nude discussing those ideas.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. It's definitely like a power thing,
Yeah.
but whatever. You know, it's like,
I know Jake was reading that Real Leaders magazine.
yes.
So he was reading that Real Leaders magazine, and that was one of the topics was something about creativity juices flowing
Yep.
when the juices are able to flow freely.
Yeah.
And clothes sometimes inhibit those juices flowing as freely as what he was saying. to
Yeah.
me.
Which is, who knows if that's true or not. Like, I don't, like, it doesn't matter. Either way, he would do that. But, we were talking about how we got to this moment right here and how we found out and how it just kind of was super unprofessional, the way that him and Griff handled it because
Yeah, for as professional as Jake prides himself. and-
pretends to be. you
Yeah,
mean?
and then how Griff,
Yeah.
how professional Griff, like, you know, Griff seems like a professional with a clip-on tie,
that's,
you know?
dude, like a used Volvo salesman.
Yeah, and Jake seems
Yeah.
like a professional,
He's Sam Bankman-Fried, dude. He just stole $10 billion and lost it all.
100%.
Like, that's Jake.
Yeah, because he's definitely been siphoning off equity.
Who knows? Who knows
I
what
know
he's
he's
been
got
doing.
equity in Lodge Bread,
Yep.
so I know he has equity in Good now.
Yep.
you
Well,
know?
we know that. But
I'm
anyway,
pretty sure he was able to steal equity from doing things before he was fired.
yeah, I'm sure of it.
So you know.
But wait, let's get back. Let's go back into this real quick. So he goes to Mexico for Thanksgiving with
Yeah.
his sister and everything. What I think happened is this. I think he got an offer. You know, Grant finds out that, or sorry, not Grant. Garrett finds out that Grant and Micah are leaving.
Mm-hmm.
He knows who better to hit up to join the team than golf influencer Jake Adams. Reaches out to Jake.
What I heard was Garrett was Snapchatting Jake.
That's how they were communicating.
That's what I was hearing. Was it was through Snapchat? Because I had saw Snapchat on Jake's phone, and it said BFF, but then it had like those stars, like
the twinkle stars.
Yeah, to like indicate it was like a new thing.
Oh no!
And I was like, "Who's that?" And he's like, "That's Stotts." So that's not.
No,
that wasn't you.
No, dude. No. The only thing I used.
You didn't snap him?
No, first off, I only snap Cindy pretty much.
Yeah.
And furthermore, the only thing I use Snapchat for is the camera because it's better than the Instagram camera and it's better than the camera that comes on your phone. So you saw that snap?
I saw a snap.
So that's how they were communicating, and that's how he kept it, underground.
Yeah. And then he said, all it said was like the emojis of like the teeth. And then it said is gone. And so I was like, what does that mean? You know?
So that was him saying
that was his saying it's time.
It's time.
Yeah.
So this has probably been something that's been like brewing for a while.
I think it was something.
So here's my theory. So I wasn't aware that you'd seen this evidence.
Yeah,
okay?
I saw the snap.
That's crazy. So here's what I think. I think Jake's out there with his very successful sister, his successful uncle. His uncle already didn't like you. Already. And so what I'm guessing is that his uncle probably told him like, hey, you stick around, losers, you're going to be a loser.
Yeah.
And so I think they got in his head.
Yeah.
And so Jake comes up, talks to his sister. He's like, look, I got this other offer. I don't want to leave the guys hanging like this. And she's like, business is business. She's cutthroat, dude.
Yeah.
She would throw us under the bus in 2 seconds, dude. So I think that they got in his ear a little bit. And so then he calls Griff. He says, Griff, good needs more diversity. You look different than all of them.
Yeah,
being a redhead,
being
larger,
thick, a little thicker,
different builds,
not as muscular,
and a good golfer. Like Griff can play, dude.
Not as good looking.
So he's
like diversity.
So when he wins, people be like, oh yes, the ugly one won.
Yeah, like LA 6.
Yep.
Dallas 7.
Dallas at least. So
yeah.
So plus he's going closer to home.
Livestock is closer to his livestock that he grew up with and was raised
that he breastfed.
And so
it just made sense. And so Jake probably hit him up, was like, hey, I think that you and me should exit. This is our time. Go out on top.
Mm-hmm.
Let them fucking figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
And so what happens is we get a text, not even a phone call, a text last night that just said Jake just says, Griff and I have left for good. And we're like, LOL, what? You left, is that like a play on words or what?
Huh?
What is that? And then he sends us the screenshot of the YouTube video that Good released, like saying goodbye to Grant and Micah. And he says, we're joining their team. And we're like, this is a joke. And I tried calling him. And I think the internet in Chile is not good at the hotel or whatever. And it just went straight to voicemail. And I was just like, dude, like, what the heck is going on? But I think Jake got that voicemail because he texted me back this morning and he was just like, you and Mark are handling the pod. We're sending over paperwork later today. So here we are.
After filling out all that paperwork.
It was an annoying amount of paperwork. Like, what a fucked up thing to do. But honestly, dude, it made me laugh because why did it make me laugh? Because I was like, of course, when Jake's leaving, we get paperwork. We've never had any paperwork.
Never paperwork.
But of course, when they're leaving, they send us the fucking paperwork. So it's like, what the fuck? So they're over there in Chile. And here we are doing this podcast.
A couple of non-golfers doing a golf podcast. couple of contractually obligated podcasts.
God, it's just like, it's funny the way that it exited because I
Yeah.
started this as a joke. You know, I wanted,
Yeah.
I said it. I wanted free golf. I wanted
Yeah.
free golf things.
And
And,
I did it, Jesus Christ, and I did it to get rich.
Yeah.
And I never got rich.
And here we are. And now it's just us two. And, you know, we're going to be handling shit from now on. And goodbye, Jake and Griff. I hope you enjoy your time at Good Good. You know, they're gonna, who knows? I think Griff will thrive. Jake will fail. That's just my opinion. But what do I know?
You know,
What do I know?
um,
Is that all? Is that all we have to say about that? Is that,
I just texted my girlfriend.
yeah.
She called me. and
Yeah.
I texted her recording porn.
No, that's a weird conversation later.
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
I was saying, is there anything else you want to say about it, or should we just like move on to like the new format?
You know what, bro? Best of luck. Best
Yeah.
of luck to Top Bottom Golf.
I wish that you guys had been more professional about it.
I wish I didn't see the snaps.
Yeah, that was This is my
I wish
first time
we-
hearing about the
Yeah,
snaps.
I wish we could have
So.
talked about this in person.
Yep, that would have been way better. But no, you guys had to go dick off to Chile.
Yeah. I wish you didn't have to go to international waters
Yeah,
before you sent us all the filings, the paperwork.
yep.
And we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time. Cool. Oh, so
Just do our podcast.
we'll just do our podcast, I think.
All right, let's do our podcast.
Yeah.
What's been going on in the golf world?
Well, lots.
And we're back with a first edition of the
Starts Smart
Stars.
Show. The Starts and Marts. We're back with another edition of Starts and Marts. Is that what we should go with?
I think Starts and Marts is good.
Or should we just call it like the Smarts Cast?
The Smarts Cast.
Because Stotts and Mart, I don't know. Either way, what up, you fucking ass cunts? Right? Instead of cucks, we got to be
What was-
more aggressive.
how was-
We're
Yeah.
we're feisty. Right? That's our brand. We're just feisty.
Yeah, we're feisty.
Okay.
Yeah, we're a couple of feisty girls, dude. A couple of feisty girls.
Feisty bitches.
Dude, I went ghost hunting.
No.
Yeah, bro.
Whoa, did you hunt a goat? Did you get a ghost?
Yeah, so I went out with some of the Friday Beers dudes. The homie Brandon was out there.
Nice, I love
him. Angus was out there.
Oh,
I brought
nice.
my buddy Rofo, another very funny comedian who's
I know
also
him.
my roommate.
Yep.
And so we went out to San Juan Capistrano
Ooh.
to ghost hunt at this playhouse. It was like a
Oh.
theater,
It's a haunted theater.
haunted theater.
Yeah.
And I personally very excited to do it.
Really?
I was very.
I would have thought
excited.
that you'd have been like, God damn it.
I was very excited because like I'm a big like energy spirit. I believe in that type of shit, mysticism.
Of
type
course.
shit,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I do too. Like it happens, but
And I was excited to hear like the backstory of why it's haunted,
yeah, murder.
murder type shit. You know?
Was it murder?
No.
What?
So we go there, we get there, and like just walking into this place, it's like I was like, oh okay. Usually you think theaters are haunted anyway,
Yeah.
but like the hallway, like walking down, I was like, oh, this is a little disorienting
Ooh. In a good way?
in a like a haunted way.
Ooh. So you're like, ooh, we're gonna catch some ghosts.
We're gonna catch some ghosts, right?
Yeah.
And then like they had the dude who worked there who was also like a ghost guy. It was basically us, them plus one of the dudes from Friday Beers, Luke. His brother is an actual ghost hunter,
Oh.
and so his girlfriend is an actual ghost hunter. So they kind of like were commandeering the whole shebang. And then they had like a guy that worked at the Playhouse who was also into the paranormal bring his friend who was in like the
Whoa.
paranormal society to tell us what about this place was haunted.
And?
Indian burial grounds, which I immediately called bullshit.
Yeah, right? That
Yeah.
just seems like such a hack.
It's such a hack thing.
Yeah.
Because I was like, so what's the story? And he was like telling me why he has credentials and ghost shit and what he's seen. And then I was like, all right, so why is it haunted? And he's like, I'm getting to that. And I was like, all right, bro,
Jesus
chill the
Christ.
fuck out.
Fucking tell me.
And then he's
asshole.
like, it's an Indian burial ground. And I was just like, oh, come on, man.
Can you show me the fucking maps that prove
like,
that?
Yeah, like that. He's like, that's just like what it is. It's like, dude, not all Indians haunt.
No. Dude, a lot of Indians don't. They are just, in their spiritual realm.
And then it's like,
They're not haunting.
no. And then like the way you communicate with the dead.
Oh, what did you do? Wait, would this work, do you think?
No, dude, that's how you communicate with fucking birds, bro.
Oh, okay.
Dead bird.
That doesn't summon the dead?
No,
Okay.
that doesn't summon the
Because
dead.
I've been doing that a lot.
way-
So I'm kind of glad that it doesn't summon the dead. My
No,
God.
dude, you need an AM like transistor radio.
Oh,
And then
my
you just
God.
like listen to it. So here's what it is. You listen to this like transistor radio that apparently scans from like 12 different or 10 different radio stations
Mhm.
at once. So it goes from radio station to radio station. And every once in a while you'll pick up a word. So you're supposed to lock in to that. So you're listening to this. And then other people around you, the ghost hunter guy was like going into a trance. And then you're supposed to like ask. Then you have like this ghost meter, which like goes off when there's like a entity next to it. So like when you put your hand over it, it goes a beep. It like beeps.
Yeah.
And then like when the temperature changes, it beeps. But if you're like in a room and you're just sitting there, if it beeps all by itself, that means there's like an entity around it.
Okay.
So once that starts beeping, you start asking the dude with the radio questions.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're asking the guy with the radio questions, but the guy with the radio can't hear the questions. He's just listening to words
Yeah.
and he's repeating the words. But supposedly, when you're asking those questions, that's supposed to come through the words on the radio. The answer's supposed to come through on the radio.
Was this like a fucking exorcism? Did it feel like that shit?
Yes, because when he was doing that at first, it was a little creepy.
Did he put on a
Because-
fucking voice?
Because the questions you're asking, the answers that he's giving are low-key correlating, even though it's randomized. Does that
Dude,
does that make sense?
He can hear you.
No, because you can't. Because I did that. I listened. I did the same thing in a different part of the theater, and I couldn't hear shit. You can't hear shit. So I was repeating the words, and they were asking questions that were correlating.
Maybe he was doing some kind of like what is that called? It's some kind of psychological programming where he's saying things that like are vague and correlating to any question.
That's exactly what it is.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
Yeah, that's exactly.
But you made it sound like he was like,
No,
okay, good.
no, I never said it was real. I'm just saying that's
okay.
what it was.
Oh, okay,
It's
good,
the same
good,
thing
good.
with John Edward when they're like, when he's like, you know, the guys that talk to the dead, and they're like, I'm getting like a
Yes.
G, a Gary, a Greg, and then someone's like, my husband's name was Greg. He's
Yeah.
like, yes, Greg. He's talking to me, and if the lady is like young, then he goes, oh, by deduction, in his head he goes, oh, he died unexpectedly.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, he did. It's like, of course he died unexpectedly. Bitch, you're fucking 32.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, like,
Okay.
it was like a lot of that shit.
But then what about that ghost meter? Did that shit ever go off?
Yeah, it was going off like crazy at some point.
Yeah.
So that was like kind of like the crazy part.
Oh.
And then like the questions were kind of correlating
Yeah.
to where like it was like, oh shit. Like we were talking to the homie Jerry. Jerry was out there.
Oh yeah, Jerry. I know Jerry.
And he
Fuck
was saying
Jerry.
like they were asking, are you the ghost of this place from the last place that they went to? And he like the guy said yes or something like affirmative or some shit, and then he was like, they asked like something how he died or if he still haunts, and then the guy was repeating cut,
Ah.
and apparently the guy like the ghost that haunted died by like throat cutting or slicing or stabbing or something.
Okay, so it was murder. The ghost.
Different place.
Different place.
So I'm saying like how things like correlate.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's like, oh yeah, you can draw parallels if you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well.
But at the end of the day, no.
Okay.
And then it was so funny because I was talking to the lady ghost hunter, was like this older lady
Yeah.
who was very creepy. She was very creepy. And I was like, I get very,
Are you like an empath?
yes.
So you pick up on people's energy and
Yes.
vibrations right
But
away.
also I'm an IQ empath, and
Okay.
I when people are like kind of wonky, I like that.
Yeah.
And I like to, I'm curious about that.
Okay.
So I'm like curious about this lady's wonkiness. So I'm like, I'm earnestly asking her questions. And then she like earnestly drops. She's like, yeah, they pick up, the ghost like picks up on, we were talking about getting impaired.
Oh.
Because that was a show, is Scared and Impaired. So you get like fucked up.
Yeah.
And she goes, you wouldn't want to get impaired because that lowers your frequencies. So the ghosts pick up on your vibrators. But she said vibrators instead of vibrations. And I was like, oh, this lady hasn't had sex in
Oh,
years.
poor lady.
Years, bro. Because it was just like, it all made perfect sense.
Yeah.
When she said vibrators, it was like that Freudian slip
Yep.
of like, God damn, I jack off a lot. You know?
I need the touch of another human being.
And of course you would be a ghost hunter.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It was very, very odd.
What if that's like that's why she's hunting ghosts? She just wants like a ghost to like fuck her, dude.
Well, I wanted a ghost to suck me off.
Of course. Who
Like,
doesn't?
I was only hunting ghosts to get sucked off by a ghost.
Yeah. I mean,
And so like I was being like, when I was going there, I was like, ghost, if you're here, how old are you?
yeah. Because you want someone mature.
Age
That's
of consent in Ghost World is a big fucking
yeah. It's like
Yeah.
over 97 at least.
yeah. Because they could be like a 14-year-old ghost, but they've been dead for like 100 or so years.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
What is,
What's
you know?
what's okay?
Yeah, ghost.
I
legal term.
still think, like it should be. I don't think that people are adults until they're like 25.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like
You're not an adult till you're like 27, 8.
technically, but
Bro,
what I'm
like-
saying is like you shouldn't. It's so weird that 18 is like
You're a
the
child.
age of consent.
Yeah, no, you're a child.
That's wild.
Yeah, you're a child.
You're a child.
You're an absolute child at 18 years old.
Like
I did those comedy shows for like 16, 17-year-olds. They were children,
they're
bro.
children,
They were
dude.
children.
And you're telling me that 1 year later they're at a consenting age?
1 year later, you could fuck them?
Ah!
I don't think so.
Ah!
ain't
That's
fucking-
terrifying. Like
Not me.
it's so weird too because Cindy brought this up the other day, which by the way, we're going ghost hunting next month. I'm bringing her. She's going to get very scared.
Yeah.
It's going to be sick. She's going to believe every single thing that's happening. And that's fine.
She will too, because these guys, Luke's brother
Yeah.
and his girl, they're ghost hunters.
Yeah.
fool.
Yep.
They don't fuck around.
Well, I'm so excited. I'm excited. Either way, we were just talking about this the other day. We were watching this show and they were talking about a guy who's 20 years old, and they're like, he's just a kid. He's just a kid. But like, if there was a 18-year-old girl, you would be like, that's a girl, but yet she's at a consenting age. Wild. It's kind of weird. You call a young man who's 20 a kid, but you don't look at a female who's 18 as a kid.
Chappelle had a very good joke about that.
What was it? Do you know? Or do you?
I don't remember it.
Yeah, so fuck it.
But it was like, yeah.
But that's wild, though, that also at 18, you can die for your country. You can't
And get drunk.
but you can
Or
buy
buy
cigarette.
cigarettes.
You can
Can't
buy.
buy-
Is that 21 now?
21 now.
See, so you can die for your country, but you can't buy cigarettes or have a drink. Oh, and you can consent to sex. It's weird. It's weird, dude.
It's some Epstein ass shit, bro.
Well, and like, I think Shane Gillis did a sketch about when they were making the age of consent. And I just remember one line in it that was so funny because people were dying like at age 35 or whatever back then when they were putting this together. So they're like, I think we should make the age of consent 18.
Yeah.
And one of the guys was like, I'm not sleeping with a grandmother.
Yeah.
And it's so funny.
Doesn't he say like, I don't know, like 14 or something? And then someone's like, well, he's like, hey, no one else said a number.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's so funny. It's such a good sketch, but like,
It was a bit too. I think I saw him do it.
Yeah.
On stage too.
great sketch.
Yeah.
Great bit. But yeah, I just thought that's probably how it went down.
He's so funny, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, look,
That is a weird meeting to go down.
it's a weird meeting to go down. It's like weird still to talk about. And you know what, dude, with all the,
It's weird that we got here too.
it's weird that we got here, especially considering 2 of our members just left us.
And what is the age of consent in Dallas?
Yeah. I mean, probably 16, knowing Dallas.
Yeah, knowing Dallas.
Knowing Dallas. I went golfing with Cardis though.
How was that, bro?
It was lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played Brookside.
Is that a nice course?
It's fine. It's
Muni?
it's a overpriced Muni.
Yeah. Better
But
than DeBell?
way better than DeBell.
Okay, because DeBell
Yeah.
sucks.
DeBell sucks. But yeah, we had a good time. We fucking smoked a bunch of weed. Neither of us could make a putt. Bro, something was wrong with our putts. Something was wrong with the greens, dude. I don't know what it was, but we were
Maybe you didn't have the right shafts in your putter.
well, I'm still waiting for my Scotty to come back.
Dude, that's so ass. You sent that so long ago.
I know. I sent it November 18th.
Oh my fucking God, bro. That's
So-
a long time.
No, sorry. October 18th.
October 18th.
October
Yeah,
18th.
yeah.
You're right. But they said, like, I expected it to take this long. I knew I wasn't going to get it for a long time. But I'm very excited because I was draining putts with that motherfucker. But yeah, it was a great day. We smoked a lot of weed.
I love my Scotty, bro.
I
I
know.
love my Scotty, bro.
When's your neck getting healed, bro?
By this weekend, it'll be good.
Yeah?
By this weekend, it'll be good.
So Mark and I now have to go to Vegas alone
And represent our country.
and represent Country Club Adjacent
Mm-hmm.
at some esports golf tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Who are we gonna fill our scramble team with? Or are we just gonna pick up randos?
I was hoping maybe we can hit up Micah and
Grant?
Grant.
Wouldn't that be awesome
Yeah.
if we were able to
Do like a swap? Like a
swap?
trade?
Like you guys, okay?
Yeah.
We know that you guys are probably funnier than Jake.
Yes.
You probably don't have the same accents that Griff has, but you're way better golfer. Either of you are way better.
Yeah.
So that would be awesome.
Yeah. Maybe not as funny as Griff, but definitely better at golf.
Yeah. So Grant and Micah, if you're watching and you would like to join our team,
We got 2 spots open.
we got
baby.
2 spots open.
Nothing happened at the round.
No, we just
No
played.
recognized, no offerings,
No offerings, no recognition.
no match.
No, we were just out there. I haven't played in a while, so like I'm not gonna join a match if I haven't played in a while.
Yeah.
We both shot. I shot like 82.
Oh,
He shot like 80,
82 is a good score.
86. I was not happy.
Cardis is always shooting like that too, like 82, 86.
Yeah.
That range. I feel
Yeah.
like me and Cardis are very similar.
Yeah, that's fair. I just couldn't make a putt, dude. I was striping my driver. My driver's back, which is really nice. I was hitting my irons decently.
I want to golf so bad, bro.
I know. It was so nice to get out there, but I miss my I miss my boys, but now I miss just my
I
boy.
don't fucking miss him.
You don't miss them?
No.
You're not gonna
at
miss
all.
Jake and Griff?
Not at all.
Why?
They're just like, I mean, they just did us dirty, bro. And I'm just hoping they don't bring Day Chaser with them, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's how you got your new car, basically.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't think. I think that's all the time a podcast should be. I don't really know. This is.
I think that's all the time a podcast should be. Guys, make sure you follow us on Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
Subscribe to us on Patreon. Give us a follow on YouTube, and that's another subscription on YouTube. That's
Yep.
a free subscription.
Yep. Instagram,
Instagram, please.
TikTok. We
Follow
got to
me-
get the password from Jake.
Yeah, I gotta get
Fuck.
shit. Follow me on Twitch. I'm gonna probably be streaming a lot more since I don't have a boss anymore.
Yep.
Mark Smalls Live, Twitch.tv. And if you're in Europe, I'll be there in January. So
That's so cool, dude.
come fuck with me.
Come fuck with Mark. Make sure you're, following me everywhere as well. At Blake Weber, at Bottleistotle. I'm excited. I've got some upcoming dates next year that I will be releasing, as well as some really cool news that I will drop on here when it all goes down. We love you. Thanks for still supporting the podcast, guys. What can I say? We lost a couple of our boys that are no longer our boys. Bye, guys.
We love you guys.
Love
Bye.
you. Bye.
Yeah, we're not in the club, but we're right next to it. Me and my crew, we are Country Club adjacent. Country Club adjacent. Country Club adjacent, baby. Country Club adjacent. Country Club adjacent, baby.